So a little bit about my journey I think would be really helpful for the audience. I recently joined QUOINE in September. Prior to that, I'd spent the past 11 years working for Goldman Sachs in the operations division. And I'd worked in various capacities, starting off in the derivatives prime brokerage, where I was really servicing hedge fund clients and asset managers that were looking to trade derivatives and foreign exchange and using GS as their prime broker. From there, I moved along to more of a project management role where I was working with some of the utilities in the operation space, so specifically CLS, Continuous Link Settlement System, as well as the SWIFT. And after that, I moved back. I was in Tokyo at that time, and I moved back to New York, and I worked in the FX settlements division where I was, again, managing settlements with a lot of asset managers and hedge funds. In my next step in my journey from New York, I moved along to the Moscow office at Goldman Sachs, where I really learned a lot about liquidity, cash management. And it was really there where I started to learn about cryptocurrencies and blockchains. I guess the most important part was when I visited Mario Gomez-Lozada, who's, as many of you know, he's the CTO and co-founder of QUOINE. I visited Mario in Saigon in January of 2015. That's what I did for my winter vacation. Obviously, I'm not the most wild and crazy person you might meet. And while I was in Saigon with Mario, I really kind of sat next to him for a week and really did these deep dives into blockchain. I was sort of skeptical about cryptocurrencies, but sitting with him and seeing and learning how things like Merkle trees work and immutability and no need for a trusted authority in order to validate transactions, it was really pretty eye-opening for someone who'd been working with banks and sort of thought that was the way you could do things. So I then spent probably the next year and a half or so, really learning more and more about cryptocurrencies and distributed ledgers. I started attending conferences and purchased some of my own Bitcoin and some Ethereum. Unfortunately, I didn't purchase enough, but it's still enough to sort of get an idea. And then I sort of migrated within GS to work in different fintech initiatives. And I even started developing my own proposals and schemas about how we could leverage blockchain to really improve our business model. Much of this was happening sort of last year, 2016, and Wall Street, I think, really wasn't quite ready for for blockchain and cryptocurrencies. And fast forward into 2017, opinions started changing. People started thinking about this, that actually, if we don't start leveraging blockchains, it could actually be an existential threat to business as it exists on Wall Street. So right at about that time, over this summer, I got contacted by Mike Kayamori, the other co-founder of QUOINE, and he asked me to join the team as the head of the operations. And really, it wasn't an easy decision. I had been at GS for a long time, and another sort of personal factor, for those who may not know, my wife was 7 months pregnant. Now she's 8.5 months pregnant or so. And so picking up and leaving the US to come back to Tokyo was a big decision for me. But really what made it easy was understanding the quality of the team we have here at QUOINE, understanding the really innovative projects that we're working on to really help develop the emerging financial services that are running on blockchains. And so the opportunity for someone like me to bring my experience in sort of the old world of banking and to leverage that as we develop these new platforms, payment systems, liquidity pools, exchanges, was really quite appealing. And that's why I'm here tonight.